What is that, winning team? Here's the real reason, by the way. I've been talking about not getting pregnant for an entire year. Okay? So it's not that big of a deal because this happens to me every single month. And it's only a big deal because of what I'm about to tell you. But anyways, my period is here. Praise Jesus. And for one reason and one reason only. Like, it's not that I thought I was going to be pregnant or anything. Like, there's no reason for me to think that. But I was like, a couple years ago, this woman who I met up the road, and this happens to me all the time when strangers say stuff and then the stuff comes to actual fruition. She was like, "You're going to get pregnant at 28. Huh? So ever since she said that, this was like before I was 28. I'm now 29. This is now my first period at 29 years of age. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, wow. Yeah. And the only reason I'm saying wow is because I've had to intentionally avoid individual in question. Yeah. Because, well, read between the lines, you know what I mean? Like, I know, anyways, and bro's not shooting blanks because bro's got like 50 children. Okay, that's an exaggeration. What is going on? What's in my hair? Hold on. So I was like, I've got to stay away. Oh, I have one job. You got one job. Stay away and just stay away from him. Like, for all of 28, because I was like, what if this really happens? Like, the days before my birthday, I was like, don't get any ideas. Like, don't start thinking I'm going to go and travel here. I'm going to go and do... No! Sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. Because I just know it would happen. Like, and that's the thing. So anyway, I managed to do it. I've actually gone and freaking done it. I'm actually so pleased with myself. Because, listen, we all have thresholds. I talk about this all the time with you guys, that we all have thresholds. Like, it's stupid for any of us to think that we're, like, completely immune to any levels of temptation in the world, because that's just stupid, right? We're all human. But for me, I was just like, I can't... Where is my bag gone? Must have left it. I can't actually justify doing this. So I've been spending the whole year of last year and the last couple of years convincing myself of every single reason why this would be a bad idea. We made it. Like, I almost cried tears when I realized this is starting my period, which you wouldn't think this would be my mood. And it's not even that deep. Like, I actually hate having a period. You guys know this is why I wanted to remove my womb. So realistically speaking, I don't even want to have a period right now. And I hate it every month. Excuse me, explains bloating though. It's been a little bit bloated. And I've been like, why am I bloating? Like, but then again, every single time it happens, I'm like, oh, it all makes sense. Like, it's always the same. Like, it's always the same. See, this is me thinking I have all the energy in the world, and now realizing I'm a little bit exhausted. It's very exhausting being on a period, by the way. But I was like, I really want to go out while it's still sunset. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Can you see how much this has grown? Remember a month ago, you could actually see behind here. So I'm saying the rain's doing a lot here. Everything's just hella, even with the trees cut down. Imagine what it was like before. I miss what it was like before. I love a tree. I don't like a bush, to be honest with you. I don't like anyways, nobody asked. Anyway, so that's the story, guys. I freaking did it. Wow, that was hard. Because imagine, I want you guys to actually envision that you have identified an individual in life that you actually like, and then you decide to avoid said individual. A, because you're focusing on planning a revolution, and B, because who's saying no? Not me. So I've been like, I just have to keep the guy at arm's length. It's the best solution and mind my business in the meantime. And I just know a lot of people wouldn't have made that decision, but then I did. And here we are. And there's absolutely no reason other than my own free will. So I may pay the consequences for this whole decision that I made one day. It's a potential thing. It's a potential option. But it's the choice that I made. And here we are, bloating and bleeding. Bloating and bleeding. To be fair, my period's not really going to start for like another couple of days. But like I can feel that it's, yeah, we're there. And I was just like, I freaking did it. Like it's been a couple of years. I've known about this ever since this woman said this to me, yeah. You might wonder why, and like you might wonder why I put so much on what a stranger said to me. But these things, they just happen. And I feel like whenever I don't take something that seriously, so I'm like, oh, this can't be real. This can't be right. It ends up being real and ends up being right. So nowadays, I'm like, okay, if this actually is true, I can't allow a single opportunity for this to happen. And such, I have conducted myself in such a way for like a couple of years now. That's insane. That's insane to think about. And here we are, walking outside. The sun's about to set, and I'm child free. I freaking did it. Like, I freaking did it. And I actually feel like I can stop thinking about it now. Because I felt yesterday when I was doing my videos about men are not lonely enough, it was like my grand finale of just this whole subject area. Because I'm sick of talking about it. I've said this to you guys. I don't want to talk about relationships anymore. Like, I don't want to talk about the subject. But then God keeps bringing it up because he's like, yeah, but this is the thing. Because you humans are not, like, because I can't trust you people to do this stuff. And this is what's affecting everything. And I'm like, I get it. And I'm actually part of the problem. So I've been like, how do I just get away from this whole thing? Well, I'm not getting away from it, but I've at least skipped out on that whole story arc because that wasn't about to happen. But yeah, I never told a soul. I never told a single person, by the way. This is the first time I'm telling literally anyone about this. I've kept it to myself the entire time because I don't want to tell anyone because, like, oh my gosh, why am I just... I feel like I'm shedding, you guys, by the way, because I just feel like I'm shedding. I don't want to tell anyone because I don't want to talk about it with the male community because they're all just like, but it'd be such a shame. Like, your mood would be better if you had a baby. This is an individual in question saying any of this, by the way. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't be individual in question. You'd probably be happier if you just had like a baby and if you became a mother. Like, being a mother is one of the most beautiful things. I believe all those things, yeah. But I just feel like those are unnecessary levels of pressure to put onto a child that, like, I'm having you so I feel better. So I have something like, no, I need to find my own comfortability in life, irrespective of you, so that you're not born into some, like, pressure that, oh, I have to do this to impress my parent or to impress my mother. Like, no. So there's that, and then obviously the women is like, but being a mum is such a beautiful thing. Like, it's the most happiest day. Like, even my mum wrote my birthday card, right? Which I don't know why she gave me a birthday card because she doesn't want to support birthdays, but she bought me gifts and whatever. She was like, and I've never known love like the day you were born. Like, how physically, and then yeah, to add insult to injury, I've never told you guys this either, but it's quite funny and ironic. So both of my parents, right, they have songs they associated with, like, the year we were born or our birthing. And my parents' songs, yeah, my dad is R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. And my mum's is Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby. You'll always be my baby, and you linger. I hate that song. I'm so glad. Like, this is why, by the way, I was in the race to get my womb, like, removed before my birthday. Because I was like, if I accidentally actually fall in love, yeah, is curtains. I'm going to be all there. You'll always be doing it myself. Yeah, because having a baby is a beautiful thing. Like, I do believe that's all real. I'm not saying that it's not real. But this world that we're living in, also very real. And yeah, so I feel like I've run a marathon, like getting to this stage and just being like, I didn't do it. Obviously, I've still got another 60 years of just swerving I gotta do. And I don't know what I'm going to do about this whole fact that I caught feelings. But then the thing is, one thing I do know is I'm not putting that before the revolution and the children in the underground tunnels. So whatever happens with that is whatever happens. Like, I'm not in control of this. But what I can say is, as of whatever the date is today, I think it might even be, is it Pentecost today? Is today Pentecost? No, it's not. We've still got 5 days. I really need to get onto this reading the Book of Job thing. I keep saying it, like, it's actually getting annoying. Like, actually, just shut up. I'd be so annoyed if I was like watching somebody that kept saying about something they were going to do, then they didn't do it. Poor individual in question, because that's basically me. I'm exhausted. I've not done anything tiring. In fact, I've slept more, which should have been the signal, because I sleep a lot more while I'm on my period. And like, I sleep a lot, actually, which to me is like having a normal amount of sleep. Because I'm like, wait, where did the days go? But yeah, guys, I did it. This is me swerving penis. It's actually not even that serious, because it's actually not even that deep. There was just one situation that was at any moment, especially because I'm impulsive. Like, I'm impulsive and I'm really spontaneous. So I will wake up one morning and be like, screw it. Let's go to so-and-so today for no reason. And just do it and then figure out the specifics along the way. So that's what I was really avoiding. Like, don't just get in a feeling and just wake up one day and be like, you know, let's just go freaking do it. Like, I was like, I have to just not wake up and do that. That's all I have to do. I had one job for like the last like 3 years or 2 years. And yeah, there's so many layers to the story. But that was the reason. And I feel like, because it's like behind me now, I feel like I can like exhale. Watch me be pregnant tomorrow. Watch. No. No. But seriously, that's not gonna happen. But we did it. Honestly, we did it, and it didn't have to go this way. The only good thing about being, and I feel like it's a really funny thing, I've always been interested in one person, and it always has deterred me from ever thinking about anybody else. So like, when I went to uni, like second year, I got into a relationship. I was in a relationship until 2021. Then I wasn't interested in anybody for like a couple of years, because I was working on myself, right? And the second, I remember pretty much like the day after, I said to God, like, you know what, God, maybe I'll consider it now. Like, I just consider, caught feelings. So like, I've never really just been like, in my adult years, it's really weird, but I've never just been like floating around, just like dating, just like shooting in the dark, like hoping. Like, I've always like had my eyes like on one person, so, or on nobody at all. So I can't really relate to that whole experience, which I'm happy about, actually. It saves me a lot of time and a lot of effort, because the thing is, it's not about like if I think I have a chance. It's just simply about the fact that it's just not going to change who I'm interested in, whether I have the opportunity to be with them or not. So it's just not going to change anything. So it's quite funny that I get to this point in my life, and like, at first, I remember the first day, that I realized I caught feelings in my adult years. I was on a date. If you can imagine. Is that a fox at this time? There's a fox out at this time. It's a bit of a strange looking fox. I don't know that that's a fox. It's like if a fox and a deer had a baby. Anyway, and I was on a date, yeah. I was at the third date, and I was like, on this date, yeah, and I was like, I've come home, and I'm thinking, there's actually nothing actually wrong with this guy at all. Like, nothing at all is wrong with him. He's like, you know, whatever. So what's wrong? And then, boom, it hit me. I was like, my heart isn't even in my body anymore because it's been stolen. And then I immediately now go to then tell individual in question that, yeah, I've got all these feelings. I didn't hesitate. That's what I'm saying. I didn't hesitate. The second I thought about it, like, I didn't take a week. I didn't think, how should I structure it? I didn't think, how do I go and approach this guy and, like, actually say whatever? Didn't think about that. No, mate. No. I just went straight in for the jugular. And I was just like, listen, you're one of God's greatest masterpieces. Guys, I went off the rails, and I just said whatever I had to say. And I still don't regret it. Like, I've looked back and I'm like, do I regret? I actually don't regret it. Because I said what I had to say. That's what I had to say. Hello. It's not my fault God created you. And I had to be here to witness it. Sorry if I'm excited about God's creations. Oh, it's ridiculous. Hold on. So that's how that happened. And poor guy. Like, actually pray for him. To be honest, pray. Because I actually wouldn't wish me on the worst man in the world. Because I just think, yeah, she's just too intense. So poor guy, like, he's actually just minding his business, like, doing his thing, like, living his life. Like, he didn't need all of this in his life. He didn't need a girl coming around talking about this, that, and the third, and all this stuff. You know what I mean? And yet here we are. And then there's me. And if you guys think I'm unhinged, I just want you to imagine, yeah, this is me controlling myself for the YouTubes. Imagine what it's like. Imagine what it's like, yeah, if I ever let my feelings go off the rails. Poor actual guy. And he has to just wake up every day. And, like, I actually feel guilty about it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm just like, God, please save him. Like, actually save himself. And, like, send him extra angels because he's going to need it. So, anyway, I'm going to skedaddle. But I had to just come on here because A, I wanted to go outside quickly. B, I needed to go. Well, I didn't really need to come outside, but I chose to, innit? Free will, innit? Free will. And B, oh my gosh, I can feel my womb. Like, I can feel my whole lower body, like my stomach. And the womb is, like, underneath the stomach, by the way. To the male community who doesn't seem to understand that it's its own whole separate compartment. I love that car. It's its own whole separate compartment that hurts all by itself. And it's separate from the stomach. So it does help to go on just a little walk, just to kind of help the womb along a little bit. These little red roses, are these roses? Because I keep seeing, like, they're not loads of them, but there's some everywhere. Look. Anyway, so I was like, I'll come out and I'll just catch a bit of the fresh air before it gets dark. Because otherwise, once it gets dark, you know, I'm not coming back inside. I'm going to be like, that's not me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a night owl. I love everything about the nighttime. You see, that's going to make me sound bad again, even though I just actually like the dark. Like, I like being out in the dark. It's dark, it's cold. No one can really see you. You can just kind of be like, you can just drown into the atmosphere. Anyways, I'm going to go, like, for real. I'm going to go for real, but I just have to let you guys know, we made it. Oh, gosh. In the words of my brother the other day, 29, by the way. Yeah. And I'm living like I'm 16. I don't want to adult. I've said this before. I don't want to have to mature. Like, I don't want to have to, like, this is why I really hate aging. It's not about the age, it's not about the number. I think people get beautiful as they get older. But it's literally about, I don't want to add responsibilities because I'm tired. I'm tired of being responsible my entire life. Like, I'm sick of responsibilities. I'm sick of everything. Like, I'm sick of being responsible for children. I'm so tired. Like, I want to live like as if I were a teenager and with no pressure. I want to do all that. So that's why I'm just anti all this kid stuff, because it's not that I don't love children, and it's not that there's not somebody I would want to have children with. It's just that, like, I'm just tired, guys. I'm too tired. Like, I'm too tired to even make friends. I'm too tired to even be a friend. I use the very little amount of energy that I have to, like, look after the kids as best as I can and, like, teaching them and stuff. And that's as far as it goes. The rest of it, if you're asking me for too much, like, it's asking for a lot. Asking me to say hello and just hello, and that's the only thing you want me to say in a 2-month period. It's too much. I'm exhausted. And if that's a problem for you, I understand, but I can't fake energy I don't have. So anyways, I was getting into watching this game, so I'm going to get back to that and probably game myself with a little doggy. And probably game myself, because I'm an adult who has free will and no children. Praise Jesus. Like, I know that's not a thing to praise Jesus about, because God was like, be fruitful and multiply. But the other thing is just like, and for what? Because a lot of people, like I've said before, people have kids with the wrong reasons. I want to continue my legacy. It'd be cute to have a mini-me. It would give me some purpose. Like, without kids, I wouldn't have whatever. Like, yeah. So that's all about you, mate. If I have children, it's because I'm going to welcome them into a world that I'm happy for them to be in. And I'm going to welcome them in with no pressure whatsoever as to what they have to achieve and who they have to become. I'm not going to shove Jesus down their throat either. I will hope that by my actual, example as a person, like as a woman, it will be example enough, rather than, a lot of parents who are like, my kids don't go to church. I'm praying for my kids to come to church. And it's like, yeah, but you're the hypocrite reason why they don't want to go to church. Anyway, we're not going to go into all of that. Anyways, guys, I love you. God bless you all. God loves you. I love you. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.